As Congress reconvenes, the bill that has stirred the nation is finally on the table: immigration reform.
Immigration reform bill could be one for the record books.
The bottom line is I think we need to deal with immigration reform. It's a problem that's hurting
the time has come to fix it once and for all. The time's come for a comprehensive, sensible immigration reform.
However, the Immigrant Youth Justice League, an immigrant activist group, did not wait for Congress to debate. They protested outside of President Obama's fundraiser in Chicago for immediate action for the estimated 11 million undocumented immigrants in the United States. The activists want President Obama to intervene and stop deportations. The U.S. Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement Agency has deported 409,849 immigrants in the 2012 fiscal year, an 11% increase since 2008, which brought the total amount since President Obama came into office to just over 1.5 million deportations. President Obama was referred to as deporter-in-chief by the Immigrant Youth Justice League. Among the 12 arrested was Martin Unsueta. On a daily basis, Martin is the co-director of Chicago Community and Workers' Rights, an organization started from his experiences as an immigrant worker.
We want to call the attention of the President of the United States about deportations. So the government of the U.S. are saying that they are making some kind of immigration reform. In fact, the Senate is writing something, and discussing some immigration issues. But the bad things that is happening to our community is continues to happen. So that is deportations still being like 1,100 people a day have been deported. And if they are going to make some kind of immigration reform, why they need to deport all these people? So these people maybe can be part of these immigration reforms.
The reform bill does address citizenship for immigrants. It will provide a pathway to citizenship for immigrants that came to the U.S. before December 31st of 2011. They have a clean record, employment, and they're financially stable. However, Democrats will have to compromise on an E-Verify system to screen the status of undocumented workers at jobs, changing the amount of visas granted to high-skilled and low-skilled workers, and increasing funding for stronger border security. Border security was campaigned strongly by Republican Senator Marco Rubio. Rubio was a part of the Gang of Eight who drafted the legislation. Senator Richard Durbin of Illinois was also one. He was recently at the May Day protest.
We want to reunite families who have been torn apart by deportation. We want fathers and mothers and children to come home to America. This is their future, this is their home, this is their country.
Jose Lopez calls the U.S. his country and home. He came here as a child when his father was sponsored by a work program.
He was in a program where they brought, he's a journalist, so they brought him, the Chicago Tribune brought him from Mexico. They hired him while he was still in Mexico. So the process took about 5 years. He became one first, and then through the program, we became as well. I know a lot of family members and friends as well that they weren't as lucky. And they've been here for 20, 25 years. Some of them don't even speak Spanish anymore. They, assimilated to the culture. They listen to music in English. They watch TV shows in English. They talk to their friends in English. They talk to their family in English, but have no legal status whatsoever. They do not wish to go back, and they're kind of in the middle, in limbo, I guess, because they're not really from here because they don't have status, and they're not really from Mexico either because they don't want to go back.
Although Martin is not a citizen, for 18 years he has created a home here.
All the time we say, okay, we are going to try 1 year. And came the next year and you say, well, 1 more year. And 1 more year and 1 more year, and now at 18 years here. So, I don't know, you are making your life here. You are making your friends. No, my daughters came here very young, so they one of them was 10 years old and the other was 7. So now they make their own lives here, and they have their friends here. They doesn't have any other friends in Mexico anymore. Everybody is spreading out, so we make our life here.
While the conditions for an estimated 11 million undocumented immigrants are being debated in Washington, activists like Martin continue to fight, inform, and protest, so their voices will be heard.
Stop deportation!
For Good Day to Paul, I'm Cassandra Sampson.